so many people lose heart when they're going through things.
Yeah.
Some of us fall upon all types of lows and ready to give up and ready to quit and ready to throw in the towel. But for some of us, some of us that are really bona fide Christians, I'm talking about we got battle scars and wounds, and come on somebody, we done been through hell and high water, life cut off, car repossessed, come on somebody, down to just spam and bread and eat lunch and loaf. I'm talking about some of us done been in the ditch and all we had was stale bread and 4 bottles of water and $2 in our pocket and a quarter tank of gas, but we stood on the precious promises.
Yeah. Damn. Yes,
Don't lose heart. And then he said, do not fear God, not man. Amen. See, this person right here, he was unconcerned about the needs of others. This man was just engulfingly wicked. He was grievously wicked. He didn't regard man, not people. But because of this consistent plea. And do you know the world system is the same way today? You put your application in one time and they reject it. They say you make too much, and you put it in again and you put it in again. And then all of a sudden you're calling every day. Matter of fact, you call so much they know you by your first name. And the only reason why they respond to you, and the only reason why you really got the job, you didn't get the job because they wanted you to have it. You got the job because they got tired of you calling. And God is saying in a reverse sense, if the world would do this and an unjust man would do this, which not more your heavenly Father would do for his very own that call upon him? We need to keep a consistent mind, to keep our mind consistently on the things of the process of transformation that involves 2 sides. One we see and feel, and the other important one, the ministry that God is doing within us. The Holy Spirit working on the inner man. See, that's why it's so crucial. And that transformation takes place. That's why I love the book of Romans chapter 12, 2. And he said, and be not conformed to this world. Let me help somebody. This age, this time, this electronic age, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. In other words, if your mind really never gets fully renewed, then you can't see things differently. You'll be like the man that when Christ touches him one time, he said, I see men as trees. In other words, I'm not seeing clearly. But then Christ said, come on, let me touch you again. And he touched him the second time. And the Bible says, I see men as men. And I come out here to tell you, some people that have came to church tonight, and God is saying, I want to give you a second touch. I know this man may have walked out your life, and I know this one may have quit on you, but I come out here to tell you, just like if you be consistent in my word, I'll be consistent in my rewards. Deuteronomy. Amen. Deuteronomy chapter 28. I thought the preacher was going to quote my verse. But listen to this. Deuteronomy 28:63. And this is going to help somebody. Deuteronomy 28:63. Actually, I'm going to read 20:62 because I want you to see the point. Then you shall be left few in number, whereas you were as numerous as the stars of heaven, because you did not obey the Lord your God. All right. This is the reason why God is getting ready to do what he's about to do. Verse 63. And it shall come about that the Lord, as he delights over you to prosper you and multiply you, so the Lord will delight over you to make you perish and to destroy you, and you will be torn from the land where you are entering to possess it. God got fed up with him. He said, I'm just as happy when you was in right standing with me, coming from Egypt, all the way through the wilderness. And here we is in Deuteronomy, which means second law. And Moses was passing down the laws to the other generation, because we know in Numbers chapter 14, the Bible said that everybody was a certain age and over, he sent them back into the wilderness. But everybody that was younger, he allowed them to go with Joshua and Caleb towards the promised land. Yeah. So here Moses was giving them instructions, but he was letting them know that God is just as equally as delighted as blessing you, and he's just as equally delighted as destroying you if you're not lining up with his word. See, God is delighted in contrast of things of his holiness. He's just as happy as to give you a new car. Is just as happy to let the washing machine break down because you're not faithful just over a few things. A few more minutes and I'm closing. Hebrews 11:6. But without faith, it's impossible to please God. For he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he's a rewarder to them that diligently seek him. He's a rewarder to them that diligently seek him. Genuine faith does not simply believe that a divine being exists, but the God of the scripture, the real true God. That's why he said that he is. In other words, he is the true God. Not just a God, but the only God. That's what it's saying in the text. But without faith, without having consistent faith, it's impossible. There's no way to please God. But he that cometh to him must believe that he is. See, it's not just to believe in, but to believe who he is. And that he's a rewarder of them that did. See, it takes a lot of diligence. And I'm closing my mouth. It takes a lot of diligence. And when we're no longer diligent at the things that God has set up and implanted in us for us to go about, as the Bible says, I send you out, as he told the disciples, as a sheep for slaughter among wolves. But he commissioned really everybody. And to a degree, we all are sort of an evangelist. Because he said, go ye therefore into the world and preach my gospel. In other words, proclaim my gospel. So all of us, to a certain degree, we all supposed to be sharing the gospel, which means the good news. Amen. Like I said earlier, there must be a consistency. And when there's no consistency in your prayer life, and your reading of your word, but don't just read it. See, a lot of people read the Bible, and some of them even meditate on the Bible, but still refuse to obey the Bible. You better read Romans chapter 1. The Bible says in their heart they did not want to retain. So you got some people that know it, but don't want to abide by it. But yet want to make it in. But I'm sharing, I'm going back to my seat on this note. There must be a consistency.